hope everybody is having a great day today. If you don't know who I am, my name is Mo, and this is my channel, Mo Nation. I've been posting a lot of YouTube shorts lately, and a lot of y'all that have subscribed lately have came from the YouTube shorts. So I haven't been posting any long form, as I should say, content, and so I need to get back to that, this is my attempt to get back to it. I have a bunch of videos already recorded. I just have to edit them and then go from there. Now, what we're going to be doing in this video is prepping this Chevy Caprice for a two-step paint correction and a 1-year coat. As y'all can see, this thing was pretty dirty. And y'all going to see towards the end, the paint was in some pretty bad condition. And so what I'm going to do is try to get it the best that I can. So this is part 1 where I do the prepping. And then the next video after this is going to be the actual correction and then the results and all that good stuff. So make sure y'all stay tuned. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and put on your post notifications. So if you want to see, the correction side of this as well, you're going to see that in the next video. So on this one, we're just going to be talking about prepping, on my opinion on things, my process and all that good stuff. Do you pre-rinse or do you pre-soak the vehicles before you wash it or before you do put any type of protection on it? So I want y'all to comment down below and let me know what y'all do. So I am a pre-rinse type of guy, especially for just washing the vehicle off. I'm going to do a pre-rinse. And the reason why I'll do a pre-rinse is a lot of times it kind of helps cool the vehicle down a little bit. But if it is caked on with some dirt, it has a lot of buildup or something like that, I'll go ahead and do a pre-soak. And so what I'm going to use is more than likely going to be Road Warrior. Now, since this video, I have replaced Road Warrior with Kashikemi Green Star. I started using it as a pre-soak with a little bit of cherry foam in it, and it's been working great. So if the vehicle has a lot of buildup on it, like I said, I'm going to use something that's going to help pick up that dirt even more just by rinsing it off. Now, if I'm adding some protection, I'm more than likely going to do a pre-soak. And the reason why is because whatever I'm pre-soaking it with, I'm going to kind of do it a little heavy. I'm going to kind of do it a little strong so it can strip off any old waxes or sealants, or help strip off any old waxes or sealants, so I don't have to worry about my polishing pads or anything like that getting all clogged up and stuff. And so once I finish with the pre-rinsing, pre-soaking and all that good stuff is when I move on to the iron removal and then the clay bar, and then finally rinsing it off and inspecting the work. And as y'all can see, this car needed this. Look how much iron particles are in the paint. It just was everywhere. I mean, obviously the black is hard to see, but on the white right here is just the hood, and it was just lit up purple all over the place. So what I try to do if I'm washing in direct sunlight, more than likely I am, what I do sometimes is I will do the iron removal on one side and just kind of spritz a little bit of water as I go, and then rinse it off and then do it on the other side, because if you're washing in direct sunlight and you spraying with some iron removal, you don't want that stuff to dry on the car. And same thing with any other chemical that you're using. You don't want it to like really dry on the car, because it can cause a little bit of streaking, and it may be hard to come out. Sometimes hasn't happened to me, but it's very possible. Once I finish with my iron removal process, this one we're going to move on to the clay bar, and as y'all can see, it needed it. So prepping the vehicle before you put any type of protection on it, even if it's just like a light polish or something like that, is important, right? And I try to go through all my steps, even if it doesn't need it. I still kind of go through all my steps. Now, a couple of videos ago, y'all may have heard me say if it doesn't need an iron decon, then I don't do it. Now I started doing it on every single car, so I did change it. And that's one thing about me. I don't mind saying, hey, I may have been wrong about that. Let me go ahead and fix that, and I'm gonna try it this way now. And so the reason why prepping is so important is because you want to get the surface clean as much as possible. You want to get it contaminant free as much as possible. And the best way to do that is to do a pretty intensive prepping. Now, some people can do their prepping within, I've seen people say 30 minutes, 45 minutes. Me, sometimes it takes me an hour. Sometimes it takes an hour and a half. Sometimes it takes 2 hours. Sometimes, after I finish doing all the prepping and all that good stuff, I may feel it and it may feel rough in some spots. So I'll go back and re-clay bar certain spots or re-clay bar the whole car or whatever in the garage. It's just because I really care about what I do. I'm very fortunate to do the things that I do. I don't work on like exotic cars or anything like that, but I do appreciate the cars that I do work on. This particular car right here is one day it's gonna be a very iconic car because we only got this car as the PPV version or the detective version. So you can only get it as like an old cop car or whatever. But a lot of people don't know that this is like the cousin of the Pontiac G8 that I had. So it kind of resembles the G8 in a way, but it's a little longer. But it also kind of resembles like an Impala too, the taillight. So that's why people get it confused on what it is. But what most people don't know, this thing has a whole 6.0 in it. The G8 came with I think the L77. This is the L78, and I may be wrong. Don't quote me on that. But y'all stay tuned. The next video is going to be the actual correction, and y'all be able to see the results. This is probably one of the hardest paint corrections I've done so far.